I said, hey, what's up? Hello, this is Blood on the Clock Tower, weekly puzzle number 9, the new acrobat. Ooh, this puzzle was released back when the acrobat changed from an outsider to a townsfolk, to where its abilities now each night choose a player. If they are drunk or poisoned, you die. So let's look into the rules of this puzzle. First, we know there's one demon, of course. It's either an imp or a Poe, and one minion, which is a goblin. That is just saying, hey, we don't need to worry about the minion, just a basic minion. Imp or Poe, that is going to be our first task to figure out. Evil players lie about their role and may provide false information, so arbitrary. You are not evil. That's all we know. Let's see what else is relevant. Default outsider count is 0. If the balloonist is in play, the drunk may or may not be in play. So now our task is to figure out who is the demon and who is the minion. So, as you can see on the board, 4 deaths. We're in final 3. We know there's one demon alive within these 3. It's just a matter of figuring it out who it is. And yeah, I'll just give you a second pause. Try to figure it out if you want to. Otherwise, I'm going to jump in right now. So first, because we're looking at Imp or Poe, let's look at deaths. So day 1, no executions. Night 2, 1 death. Sola dies. Day 2, no executions. Night 3, 3 deaths. And this is going to be very, very important. We'll start with, okay, if there were 3 deaths on night 3, let's go ahead and point at Poe first. Let's create a Poe world where the Poe killed on night 3. So everyone died to the Poe. So that means, how did Sola die on night 2? Well, look around the board. Knight, Gambler, Juggler. Sola was that Juggler, so it wasn't a self-ability kill like the Gambler or Acrobat. Steward, Acrobat, Balloonist, and Gossip. Gossip here is the only role that would have killed Sola on night 2. Therefore, in order to create this Poe world, we have to assume this day 1 information is true. So, Oscar, first of all, because we're assuming the gossip worked, that means Oscar can neither be the drunk nor evil, meaning definitely confirmed. And if we're assuming this first phrase for Fraser is the demon, that means Anna is the demon is definitely wrong, so we can ignore that. So we're going to take this, we're assuming, okay, Fraser is the demon. Cool, so now we know one thing. We know who the Poe is. Let's continue making this world. We can now ignore this information. Let's look around. Okay, so the 3 of us died to said Poe. Josh, neither Fraser nor Oscar is the demon. Okay, well, that is wrong. Therefore, we can just say Josh is the goblin, right? Who got killed by his own Poe. Brutal. Boom, boom. This is correct, which would make sense, so that makes Hannah good. This is rather irrelevant. We know we're good. This is irrelevant because Sola died before getting Juggler info, so irrelevant. And Anna. I guessed Sola as the goblin on night 2 and did not die, and then us as a drunk on night 3. Well, we know Sola isn't the goblin in this world because Josh is the goblin. So is Anna the drunk? That could make a lot of sense here, actually. We got Anna the drunk, Josh goblin, Fraser demon, works with the gossip, works with the deaths. The only issue is there is no drunk in this world, because the only way for there to be a drunk is if the balloonist was real. And as you can see here, the balloonist is the Poe, meaning this world cannot be achieved. And this is, in fact, the only way we can paint a world where the Poe got all 3 kills on night 3. Looking at Oscar, even if we were to ignore the 3 kills, like, let's just say day 1 information was true, right? And that's what caused Sola to die, and, like, Poe hid into Sola. Like, we followed down the same path anyway, right? Fraser, good. It doesn't matter, right? Goblin, no drunk. So how are you getting terrible information? So yeah, it doesn't mean there isn't a Poe, but it just means the Poe wasn't, the cause of the situation here on night 3. But okay, so now we know the Poe didn't cause the 3 kills on night 3. So what did? Well, let's look at who died. Us, the acrobat, Josh the knight, and Anna the gambler. So we got an acrobat. Let's write this down. Acro, a knight, which we'll ignore, and a gambler. I'm writing right now the roles. What is going on? I'm writing right down the roles. I'm writing down right now the roles that can self-kill at night. So those are the two. Those could be 2 causes of the deaths. Then also, gossip could have killed us. So we will write that. And, of course, demon. So with that being said, out of these 4, 3 of them are what caused the deaths at night. And it's hard to say if gossip is wrong and it's acro, gambler, demon. It's hard to say if gambler is wrong and it's acro, gossip, demon. Very hard to follow. But what we do want to do is we just want to go ahead and follow the gossip. So assuming Sola just died to the demon on night 2, let's go ahead and ignore Fraser day 1 info from the gossip and follow Anna as the demon line. So we'll pretend that is one of the deaths that killed, right? Meaning gambler was not it. Okay, so in order for Anna to have died, well, if the gossip killed Anna, the demon, then the game would have ended. So Anna definitely had to have imp passed. Meaning, if the gossip definitely went off, that means Oscar is confirmed gossip. And imp pass had to be to Fraser or Hannah. Let's just go with Fraser first. So Fraser is now the imp who was originally the goblin. Well, Josh's info definitely lines up. Sola's info, irrelevant. And also keep in mind, balloonist is evil here, so meaning no balloonist, because it's actually goblin, meaning no drunk. So we are good, and Hannah is good. And see, that lines up, that's irrelevant, that lines up, and this is, you would think, irrelevant. However, we have the demon kill, we have the gossip kill. There is no acro or gambler kill. So how did I die? How did we die on night 3 in this world? It's not possible. It is not possible. So let's go back. Now, let us go ahead and explore Hannah being the goblin. Okay. Well, again, ignore that, ignore that, ignore that, because Anna is the demon here. We got the gossip kill. We got the demon impasse. Now we're looking at these 3. Okay, Oscar and Anna are different character types. Anna and you are different character types. Yeah, that's true. Neither Fraser or Oscar is the demon. Yeah, that's true. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, Anna died to an imp. We can assume Josh died to the gossip. There's no other way for Josh to die. So forcing us to die to acrobat here is if Josh is actually the drunk because the balloonist is real, then that would make sense with us dying on night 3 because we checked Josh on night 3. And if Josh is the drunk who got true information, then we will die. And yes, that is exactly what happens, actually. That is the correct answer. Anna impassed on night 3 to Hannah when Oscar seemed to have gotten the correct day in gossip. Anna probably heard that gossip, was like, I'm out of here. Josh was a drunk who got good information from the start, which led to our ultimate demise. And Fraser got true and sober info. Sola got nothing. Hannah is a goblin who has now been found out and is going to be killed on this final day. And that is the puzzle's answer. It's a rather... It kind of looks trickier at first, and there are other worlds you can explore, like just different imps around the town. Maybe Josh Imp World or something. Sola Imp World. But ultimately, this is the correct answer. There's no other correct answer. But if you think you see something, leave a comment, and I'll look it over, and I'll let you know why it may or may not be right. But man, sure do love puzzles. Make sure you check out the last puzzle that I uploaded. It was a little stitch up. If you know, it was supposed to sound like a pun, but that's just the name of the puzzle.